If Max was to return as a trainer in a later season of the Pokémon anime, I believe one of the best times would be the X and Y series, since in many ways it is Advanced 2.0 with a more traditional shonen spin. Not only that, but it would be a way to promote the release of Oras, considering Mei's Japanese voice actor was suffering from health complications and therefore could not return. As for his role in the series, I can see two potential functions for Max. First, he could be a companion, taking up something of the Brock role, both in terms of being the level-headed one in the group and also returning to the style of having one past companion carry over into the new group, which might help convince those turned off by Black and White that things were going back to the old formula. This would allow for some fascinating character interactions, as Max would likely bond with Clement over both being Brainiacs, or being a big brother figure to Bonnie, as someone who was once the kid companion of his group, and still the youngest after her. Not to mention he could be a great aid to Serena, since he would recognize her struggling with her goal being similar to Mei's, and so be able to relay advice and experience that could help her find her path sooner. The other route would be for him to take Sawyer's place as one of Ash's two primary rivals for the season. I say replace rather than supplement, since the two characters have such overlap that having both would be superfluous. This would allow him to show how much he's grown, as while at first he would be a novice trainer likely on his first or second gym challenge, he and his Pokémon, which would naturally include his starter Ralts and possibly a Trico or Chespin to round out the starter trio typing with Ash and Alan, would put their smarts and everything they've learned from watching Ash and Mei into rapidly advancing, so that by the time they reach the league, Max is able to stand against Ash as an equal, and then later by his side as one when Team Flare attacks. And that's where we'll leave things. If you'd like to see more like this, or perhaps even a full story version of this idea down the line, consider checking out my two channels, Pickled Dill and the Pickled Dill podcast. And while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment for the algorithm.